have a list of what that property entails.
But if we're getting a subdivision done, then it's possibly could be changed.
It could
correct?
change as much as the limit of that line, depending on the differential between the old meets and bounds and a GPS coordinate.
Okay, but that
Minor.
still could make a difference for a company that's willing to spend, what, $700,000
Possibly,
potentially?
possibly,
So,
possibly. You're really looking at how many
okay,
acres.
possibly, but still that's a big amount of money to go, oh, well, I don't know if I'm gonna lose a foot or I'm gonna gain a foot, or possibly more. You can't advertise something for sale when you don't know what you're selling.
You can, because
You
you
can,
see
but-
acreage listed for sale, 700 acres plus or minus 10 acres, you know, stuff is listed for sale like that, so this is only, how many acres is it, Franklin?
And the last building was sold before people could even look at it and make an evaluation. So I mean, you talk about commercial opportunity.
We
When
don't
you
have
look
to
at,
argue
you
with
wouldn't
it.
be able to
You
look at
don't have to
buildings.
argue with it. You don't have to argue with the community.
I'm sorry?
You don't have to argue with the community.
I'm mentioning that the last,
You don't have to, you
good
don't have
point. She's a very valid point, and it should be reviewed. That's why you have this public discussion. It's great that the public can participate. She mentioned something very valuable. It is very reasonable to allow that plus or minus a foot to be part of the proposal, and most people would recognize that. The amount of time for a commercial business to invest $700,000, like you're saying, to fill out a business plan, to have an opportunity to get financing, to have an opportunity to research the demographics of the area, takes time for businesses. Most of them do not operate in a 30-day period. The last two sales were done in less than 30 days, or about 30 days, and therefore excluded many of the businesses that wanted to buy those properties because they couldn't do their due diligence prior to even making an offer.
I think the buildings were advertised, they were going for auction in June, and they're actually sold in September or October.
The auction was announced 30 days,
The
35 days.
buildings were advertised prior to that.
The auction
Okay.
was 30 days.
Mr. Workman?
One thing I don't understand here, if we put these buildings up for sale, is it stated that Mr. Bradley said that it has to be for 6 months for the sale to go, before the sale could actually go through? I disagree for the fact that, let's say, someone does come up and give us more than a reasonable offer. Are we gonna just completely, and the guy wants, and the person wants to occupy it, and we're gonna say, no, you have to wait for 6 months? I think that's a total waste to the school district and to the taxpayer, for the fact if it is that amount of dollars that he's willing to spend, and it is a satisfactory amount, and just to make him wait for 6 months, it's unreal. It's unreal.
Thank you. The advice of our appraiser told us to advertise it for at least a year.
Listen,
He can answer. He
Right,
has every right to speak. Do not intimidate a citizen. Do
listen,
not intimidate
I
a
just
citizen.
want to make one comment. If a person comes up with a decent price, more than satisfactory, and we're going to ignore it by saying, no, you're going to have to wait for, that's totally ridiculous, and it is ridiculous to the taxpayer of the Lehighton School District not to accept that bid.
Thank you, Mr.
I
Workman.
have a comment to make to answer that. I'm pretty sure that this board has the power to override that 6 months at a later date if we did have a really amazing deal come up. Isn't that true, Bill? We voted today, 6 months. Because we're making
A few businesses,
Maybe, if you have two people who get the same property, and I know I can take 6 months to make the final decision, and you sell it out from under me in a private sale in 4 months, we probably have some liability with this motion. If in 4 months we decide we're going to do it as a public sale, as an auction sale, and use that as a minimum bid, we probably don't have liability because the state looks at public sales much more favorably. They say that's exposing it to the public and everyone has a fair chance to bid. difference between private and public.
But Mr. Workman's point is valid, and Mr. Item, we do not need to intimidate him, he's allowed to speak. His point was valid. If someone shows up,
During ballot, so I'm listening to you.
I'm sorry? I didn't catch that.
Mr. Chairman, you should know, he's speaking to me.
Okay, why not? Aren't you part of the public comment?
Mr. Bradley, at the request of the public, please don't comment.
Well, Mr. Item entered into the conversation.
Mr. Item has no entry in that conversation.
Okay.
Mr. Stern, can I say something?
Use your court, Mr. Holland.
Here's my question. 6 months, someone comes in and says, I'll give you $700,000. We sit there and go, oh, $700,000. No one else puts a bid in on that property for almost 6 months. That man says, after 6 months, I don't want it. I changed my mind. I found something better somewhere else. So if we lost $700,000, plus the winterization of the buildings, the care of the grounds, I'm sure we have to plow the driveways in the winter. So we're gonna blow that because Mr. Bradley says, we're gonna go 6 months.
Actually, it's not Mr. Bradley making the statement.
Well, who made the question?
The appraiser, Mr. Holland, was the gentleman that mentioned, and that firm that does this for a living, suggested that we wait a year to fish for the value that you're looking for. And a year is what they recommended. I understand you're anxious.
You do.
I understand your anxiousness, so I reduced it to 6 months. And as Mr. Schwab said, if 2 people want it, they can bid it out. They will find that there's value to it, and it's one buyer is no buyer.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Roll call vote, Ms. Minor. Please repeat the motion.
Okay. Motion by Dave Bradley, seconded by Gail Mahalik, that the board advertises these buildings, meaning Shaw David and Franklin, for a minimum of 6 months to a wide geographical area of 250-mile radius of Lehighton in commercial real estate. Mr. Richard Belts?
Yes.
Mr. David Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Stephen Holland?
No.
Mrs. Gail Mahalik?
Yes.
Mrs. Rita Spinelli?
No.
Mr. Wayne Wentz?
No.
Mr. Andrew Yancer?
No.
Ms. Joy Beers?
Yes.
Mr. Larry Stern? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No, please.
Okay, so it's 4 yes, 5 no, motion denied.
Takes 3/4 vote, right? That's
No, this is not the actual sale. The sale needs more votes. This is just majority.
Yeah, if I could say something, I know the supervisors from Franklin, if they said they're gonna subdivide it, hey, let them do their thing and then we can act from there on, so, all right? Because if, I agree with this lady here, if I was gonna buy something, I don't know if I'm buying 2 acres or a half an acre. So, I let Franklin Township do their thing.
Mr. Schwab, just, I wanted to review this and see if this is action that the board would be able to take, only because of some interest that may be for Franklin, so we can get this moving forward.
Wait, so we have interest in Franklin already?
I said that we have interest in Franklin Elementary School. Yes.
Do we have any interest at this
There
time?
has people who have asked questions about.
How many?
Individuals?
How many
2.
entities have interest?
They weren't entities, they were individuals.
There are individuals have interest in a school that we're trying to sell without any advertising at all so far.
They have questions about the school. They have questions about the process with way Franklin Elementary is being subdivided to with the township as well. Whether they're interested in it or not.
Where did they pose those questions to, Mr. Clear?
They posed to me because I have the authority for both Franklin and Shaw David.
And where did you take those offers and information and
They don't
questions?
have any offers. They're
Where did you
asking
take the questions to? Did you take it to our Buildings and Grounds Committee?
I gave them information, and I did talk to the Buildings and Grounds Committee.
About these 2 offers, Mr.
There's
Holland?
no offers, they're asking questions.
2 interested people questioning about.
What I
those.
give them, Mr. Bradley, is I give them the information for the year, what it costs for utility costs, and any upgrades that we may have done over the last several years. That's what I give them. I have no other information. There's no offers for any of these schools.
So you gave that information to Mr. Holland and Mr. Wentz. Anyone
I
else?
believe Mrs. Beers was here.
And Ms. Beers?
And the building and grounds. Because I did ask for that, they did request that they keep their names confidential.
Is that correct?
I didn't hear that information.
Mr. Holland, did you hear that information at a buildings and grounds?
Yes, I did.
How about you, Mr. Wentz?
It was the meeting I came in too late because I was over in Tampa. It was the meeting.
Mr. Wentz, do you remember hearing this information?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you, sorry.
I'm sorry, I said, did you hear the information that Mr. Cleaver just expressed, sir? Mr. Wentz, can you hear me now?
Nope.
You can't hear me, okay. I'll speak a little louder.
Again,
Did you get information in the buildings and ground meeting from Mr. Cleaver? And then subsequently, did you share it with your board members?
Why don't you just answer them?
I wasn't there.
Wasn't there?
No.
Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything actually to share, is there?
no, there's no offers. People are asking for information. And I did share that meeting. I actually sat and I see right there, Mr. Bradley Brad. I came into the meeting late. So again, looking at this to keep things moving forward, a motion to approve the administration to revise the current appraisal for Franklin Elementary School, referencing the current subdivision proposed for Franklin supervisors, at which time the board will set a minimum purchase price for public auction.
I don't believe we want to do that
I'm
because you're going to reduce the value of the property. We already have a value that we
You're
paid
saying
for.
that the board sets the price.
We already set the value by an appraisal. We know it's 11 acres given to the Franklin Township. Those acres, 12.6 acres at $5,000 an acre with multiple references.
You're not assuming,
Shows that it's only a $50,000, $60,000 reduction.
Mr.
Are you
Bradley, you
telling
don't
me-
have the authority or the experience or the appraisal license to say that's what it cost.
Franklin Township made an offer originally to buy it at that rate prior to us giving it to them. Yes, they did.
I didn't see that.
Read your minutes. It was in there, Mr. Fry.
I don't.
Proposal to purchase the property on the agenda prior to Andy Yenser making a motion